Hello, everybody. How are we? It's so lovely to be back with everybody in person. My name is Seth Meyers, and it is my enormous pleasure to be the evening's master of ceremonies. And give yourselves a round of applause for being back out in public. Especially since it's not technically over. My whole family got Omicron in January, so I feel like we're still on the tail end of our immunity. Can I say something about Omicron? I feel like we blew it when we named it Omicron. I feel like after Delta, we should have named them all after airlines. Just because it was so brutally unfair to Delta to be the only airline that had to be saddled with that. I just tested positive for JetBlue. I'm so happy to be back with you in person this evening to celebrate Sanctuary for families and their essential, life-saving work with survivors of gender violence. And welcome also to all of you tuning in from home. It's very nice to have a virtual element as well. Before we get started, I was told to tell you that the silent auction is coming to a close in like 3 minutes. So do check your phone. Try to get one last bid in. We have some incredible items this year. A 7-day stay for 10 people in Cabo San Lucas, a private showing of Rothko paintings, tickets to Moulin Rouge. We have tickets to the Super Bowl and every major New York City sports team. Most importantly, one of the items is you can come to my show and have a meet and greet with me. That's a big deal. And if you win that item, don't try to meet me tonight. Save it. Because anyone can meet me tonight, all this riffraff. But you come to my show, we'll make it special. Back to our program, you guys. Last year, as many of you remember, Zero Tolerance Benefit was held virtually, but it was still a very special event, not just for everyone, but for our family, for my family. My wife, Alexi, was recognized for her work and commitment. She loves attention. She loves when people look at her. And of course, she is honored every single day at my house. That was written by the staff at Sanctuary. I would never pretend to say we do that kind of job. You know, we have 3 kids now. So the last time I was here, I told the story when we were all together. I told the story of our second kid was born in the lobby of our building. And it's a really great story. I even did a Netflix special about it called Lobby Baby. And it was a great story to tell at charity events like this. It really was. And I used to say to my wife, you've given me the greatest gift as a father, the healthy baby boy, but you've given me an even greater gift as a comedian, 10 minutes of material. And that's why it breaks my heart to tell you that we had a third child. We had a daughter 8 months ago, and the story's just a bit of a dud. And I just want to say to everybody here, don't blame the baby. It's not the baby's fault. She was a home birth. After you have a baby in the lobby of your building, after you make it 0.001% of the way to the hospital, even the doctors are like, maybe do it at home. We have a baby girl, and we named her. Before I tell you what we named her, if you haven't had kids yet, there's this very interesting thing, this sort of minefield you have to walk through, which is when you tell people the name of your baby, because if you tell them before the baby is born, there are certain people in your life who will tell you their opinion of the name, even though you don't want their opinion of the name. There are some people who even do it after the baby's born, after you've legally given the child the name. There are people who will still tell you what they think about it. I have a sister-in-law, and if you don't have a sister-in-law, you gotta get a sister-in-law. Let me tell you, they're outstanding. It's like a second wife with none of the intimacy and all of the opinions. So I got one of these sister-in-laws, and when our first baby was born, my wife's maiden name is Ash, and we named our baby Ash. We named our son Ash in honor of her family, and then his middle name is Olson, which is my mother's maiden name. And so Ash Olson Meyers, we felt like it was an incredible tribute to 2 families. And then my sister-in-law, after the name's on a birth certificate, it's legal, she says, aren't you worried people will think you named him after Ashley Olsen? And I said, I don't think a single living soul will think that. They might think it sounds like Ashley Olsen, but I don't think a single living soul will be like, wow, Seth Meyers loves Full House. Anyway, where was I? Oh, right. So we had a baby girl. We named her Mary Kate. We named her Adelaide. We have our kids are named Ash, Axel, and Adelaide. I'm not going to tell you whose idea that was, but my name is Seth and my wife's name is Alexi. You guys, tonight we will acknowledge the achievements and contributions of 3 incredible women, and we will also celebrate the amazing survivors whose sanctuary has helped to find safety and healing. We are all running out of synonyms for the words challenging and difficult, but we are not running out of examples of the enormous effort that Sanctuary brings to the people it serves. Efforts last year that helped 7,200 adults and children escape from gender violence and build new lives. Absolutely. A round of applause. Despite the pandemic, despite the economic challenges, and despite the other barriers and difficulties they have to face. And I do want to just take a break right now to remind everybody that, one of the reasons we're here tonight, obviously it's to be together, it's to honor everybody, but let's also remember one of the core reasons we're here is raise some money so this incredible organization can continue to do the amazing work that it does. Sanctuary staff ensure that every client has the legal support, counseling, shelter, and economic empowerment services they need to find safety and stability and a life free from violence. Sanctuary also engages in crucial advocacy work, recognizing that advocacy is critically important to changing the social and institutional frameworks that perpetuate gender violence. By being here this evening, you are showing the world that you too are committed to supporting survivors, to listening to them when they tell you their stories, and to providing them the support that helps us all live in a world free from gender violence. Thank you for being part of our family.